want to talk to you about no contact. What it is, when you might need it, why you might need it, how to do it, and how to survive it. So what is no contact? Is the moment in which you finally cut a person out of your life. Blocked in Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, YouTube. You block someone on YouTube. Email, telephone, everywhere. When will we need this? I gotta tell you, I needed it many times because I tend to be quite a disaster in relationships unless I follow some principles. And when I needed it, I'm not proud of it. It was a couple of times because I was in a relationship in which there were circular arguments, but it wasn't just these men that I dated. It was me. I was also creating trouble and misery and drama. When the denial ends, that's when we can do no contact. I thought that loving relationships would go like that. People would fight, there would be drama, just like in Hollywood. So that's why I had to do it. I'm going to describe to you what happens 24 hours. We do no contact, and then 6 months after, then a year after, and then a year and a half later. I don't have proof or documentation that these are the exact times, but for what I've seen, it's about there. Pretty good. The first 24 to 48 hours are a piece of cake. The adrenaline and the drama are still in the system, and it feels like I can totally do this. I don't see what the big deal is. I am not suffering at all. 48 hours later, it suddenly dawns that this is happening, and the way the stomach falls and there is an emptiness right there is intense. The first 6 months in particular are very dangerous because the mind will come up with some very intelligent reasons why we should reestablish contact. What if they're sick? What if they need my help? What if I need their help? See, these are all lines from the mind set on breaking this contract that I had with myself. When those thoughts came in, that's where I needed a group of people around me that would support me the real way. There is a situation that I've seen happen again and again and again, and I did it many times. Between those months, between 1 and 6, there's likely to be a party in which this person's gonna be with their new boyfriend or girlfriend. So I went to the party thinking, this is gonna be great, I'm fine, I can handle it now. I saw this person and they were with their new girlfriend, and I talked to them and it was lovely. He even said, hey, we can be friends. That is high, so high that I believed it. The problem is later, when they haven't followed through, that's when it crashed with the force of a double meteorite hitting the earth from very far away. Like a car crash. It's like, I gotta go back to zero. And it just leads back to the no contact because it never works out. And we know because it didn't work out the 100 times that we tried. So what happens between 6 months and a year? For me, the obsession began to subside. There were days in which I wouldn't even think about this person. And life became boring. There was no more adrenaline, no more drama. Boring is bueno. Life turns into this calm situation. And that's a very fertile ground. I felt like, finally. For me, it meant that my life was coming back to me. And that's a glorious feeling. And then comes a year or a year and a half or longer and forever, where there was so much boredom that I started looking for things that I enjoy doing. So I started playing ping pong. I also love making videos. I started having new friends, new connections. I learned what it means to have a healthy relationship. And if you want to know what a healthy relationship is all about, in this video over here, I talk all about it. So click on it and watch it.